to the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So around town radio,
What is happening?
show.
Ooh, that's blinky.
Where I go for the latest band info. So around town radio, show.
Show.
The music that comforts my soul.
Ah, yeah.
It's the all around town radio
Show.
The all around town radio.
Hey, welcome to the weekend update, everybody. Welcome to the program. Today, we'll be right back with you with our weekend, and you'll tell us about yours.
It's the weekend review. It's a Bible coming for you. Speaking with the fans, sometimes they don't show well. Whatever, man. We're covering who's playing out off the open jam with the who's who of talent. Come Friday night, ready to raise some hell.
Oh, yeah.
With all around you, plan to do it well.
All right. That is Sweet Sister Mercy bringing you our theme song today. It is. Welcome so much to everyone joining us here on a Monday. It is Backstage Hall Passes version of the weekend update. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Man, this camera is not centered. Let's fix it. Let's fix this stuff. Can we fix that? I don't know. Maybe. A little better. A little better. A little better. There we go. Oh, let's get that guitar riff in there. Thank you, Mickey. Oh, welcome, everybody, to All Around Town Radio's first weekend update of the year. And we're kicking it back, actually, to Wednesday of last week, New Year's Eve. We're actually going back into 2025 here on this one today to tell you a little bit about that show. And we'll tell you about our weekend of live local music here, which consisted of me spending 2 nights at Mr. Burroughs Tavern. Real close to the house. Gotta love that. Welcome, everybody. If you're out there, make a comment. Let us know who you're from, who you are, where you're from. See, I'm screwing up already. I am. Who you are and where you're from today. Who we got here? Steve Ware, how are you? Happy Monday to you, buddy. John Norcus, what's happening, my friend? Happy New Year to you as well. John Esper checking in from Columbus today. The lovely Gina McCann. Hi, Gina. How are you today? Good picture of you and Timmy there. Kara, thank you for being with us today. Good to have you with us. Carla in the house. I missed you New Year's Eve, Carla. I had your stuff. I did. Had your stuff with me. Didn't have a Carla sighting, though. Yes, Gina says, happy Monday, everybody. It is a happy Monday. The weather's a little warmer today. Not too bad out there. Having a little fun with that. Roger, thank you. Bill Dankoff in the house. Bill, thank you so much for being here. Yes, it is great to see your face, Carla. It is. Bob Klein. Hi, Bob. Thanks for being with us today, Bob, from the C-Bus area. And Hollywood in the house. What's up, my friend? I saw your message earlier. I haven't had a chance to get back with you, but I will. Cool stuff. Edward Sawicki, Wiki in the house, the photographer of the rock stars, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, I'm going to throw a little disclaimer in, Ed. I've been getting some accolades about my pictures, which make me proud that I'm actually taking some decent pictures. But at no time am I ever trying to compete with the pros out there. So that's why I write in there, I'm an amateur photographer. We're just having fun. And if you want amateur photography, come to my page. If you want great photography, go to Ed Sawicki's page. Because he captures the energy in his photos too. Amazingly. We just have fun and take a bunch of stupid selfies with people and stuff. So Vanessa Turner, how are you? I did have a great holiday season. Thank you so much. Good to have you here. And I love your icon there. Proud granddaughter of a World War II veteran. Thank your World War II veteran. If he's still with us, or she, please tell them thank you so much for their service. We're a huge supporter of the veterans. If they're not with us anymore, which many of those folks from World War II aren't, we owe them a debt of gratitude, people. We do a whole lot. That's why we live in a free country. Keep it in mind. Stephanie, thank you. Yes, I'm having a good day. Stephanie from White Knuckle Weekend and Finding Melissa is with us. Tessa is in the house. Tessa, you make me laugh. Hold on. Oh, yes. What could our safe word be today? Anybody have a safe word out there? Throw it in the comments. Watermelon. I'll throw that one in the comments. I don't know. Yes. Until Rust. Happy New Year and Monday to you, my friends. Dewey, what's up, buddy? Thanks for being here. First big show in the new year. Thank you so much. Patricia. Carla, I got to say hi to everybody here. And you missed out, had an outfit on a hanger, but man hurt his Tootsie. Well, goodness. I do want to know sometime. All right. Just passed on December 20th, the age of 100. Goodness gracious. Well, our condolences to you, Vanessa, but what a great life. And many of those World War II vets lived to be 100. I did several events with many of them, and what stories they have to tell and what bravery they were back in those days. Things you wouldn't see happen today with 17-year-old boys going to war. I guarantee it. So wonderful stuff there. And always tip our hats to the vets. We do. Dewey says Ed's photo of Brian Coleman this past Saturday with sunglasses glare was incredible. How does he do it? I don't know how Ed does it. Well, I do know how Ed does it. Ed's a pro. That's how he does it. And he captures that perfect moment. He does. He does for real. David Linda, thank you for being here. Robert, thank you so much for joining us today. Sean Cooper, we had a bunch of people in the house today. Thank you. Scott Bennett checking in from Abe's Lincoln. Happy New Year to you. Good to see you, my friend. And your songs you guys are doing in rehearsal, that's good stuff, man. Looking forward to seeing you again in 2026. Hi, Bonnie. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Jim McCarthy in the house. Tammy Barnes, thank you so much. Happy Monday to you, too. Ed says, look for the reflections. Well, you found it. That was perfect. Vanessa says her grandparents were married 77.5 years. Wow. I couldn't say that if I put my marriages together. That's bad. I shouldn't have said that, but yes. 77.5 years. Wow. That says a lot. It does. Dedication there. Hi, Riley. Thank you. Graveyard Daisy's in the house. Love to see you this summer. For sure. And Jim McCarthy says we live to 100 due to their service. Amen to that, brother. Amen to that one. Well, we've turned this show into a veterans show today, and that's okay with me because anybody out there that wants to tip their hat to our veterans, I'm proud of them, and I'm sure you are too. David Linda giving me the cue for a shameless plug. February 1st. I might as well do it right now. February 1st. Hidden Gem Music Club, Centerville. Benefit for Brian Harris. Great music all day. All kinds of stuff going on there. If you want to join us, tune in for more. We're going to do a show about it. So tune in for that. But put it on your calendar, February 1st. Sunday. Do it. Shane DeMoss, Happy New Year to you, my friend. Got a chance to see Shane DeMoss on Christmas night. It was wonderful. We talked about it already on the show, but certainly give him a shout out. He did the Christmas jam at the Bell, and boy, was it fun. It's always good to hang with great people. It is. Yes, Carla says the man is impressive. Ed, he is very impressive. There's Denny Cottle. How are you, buddy? Greetings to you, my friend. Happy New Year. And yes, let's get to it, though. Let's talk about New Year's Eve at the Bell and the Bear. This is our weekend update. If you saw somebody play over the weekend and you didn't get a chance to put it on our post we had on the page, drop it in the comments here. We'll get it up on the screen, if you will. So, Bell and the Bear Jam. Not Bell and the Bear Jam. Bell and the Bear New Year's Eve. I'm sorry. I'm so used to talking about the jam. What a wonderful, magical, fantastic, how many adjectives can I use, place that is full of music lovers and full of wonderful people who are friends. And honest to goodness, don't take offense to this, anyone else out there, I wouldn't have wanted to be anywhere else but where I was on New Year's Eve. The love in that room was amazing. The people who were celebrating another year at the Bell and the Bear was amazing. And the band, well, if you threw 25 gallons of gasoline, that room lit it off. You couldn't compare it to what Miss Jackie did. Miss Jackie's and her band are just off the hook good. And yes, and there was many out there like Mojo Rising, MVPs, and many of our friends played that night. It's a shame we couldn't all be together, but you can only be one place really. And it was so good. And let me see what Steve has to say here. Couldn't escape the gravity of the Bell and the Bear this weekend, 4 days in a row. Miss Jackie, the Jam, CFG and the Family, and Until Rusted Fretboard, followed by Blackbone Cat. Man, you had a great weekend, Steve. That's a great weekend, man. Good stuff. Yes. Denny says Shane has one of the best male voices around here. I agree 100%. In my and I never put him in a category of number, but in my top 5 male vocalists in the tri-state, Shane DeMoss is one of them. Absolutely. And I've talked about the females. We've had that on our page too. So maybe I should put that post up about male vocalists. Because the ratio is much higher, male vocalists to female vocalists. It really is. But we're blessed with some of the best vocalists totally in the region. We are. All right, let's see. Let me see here. I'm talking about New Year's Eve, but I'm also looking at your comment. Yes, Gina, it was awesome to see you as well. And you've got to agree with me, Gina. That is, as Chris Reese once said, the musician's clubhouse. It's like the place where you can go. It's safe. It's fun. It's energy. It's people that love you and you love them back. And it's just got a vibe like none other. I just love the Bell and the Bear. I do. And Robert said Bronson and the Filthy Heathens killed it at Southgate House. Great crowd singing along, knowing the words. Well, I love when the crowd knows the words to originals from the band. That says they've got a great following. And Filthy Heathens have that for sure. And Stephanie got to see Hanky Panks at Burroughs. Well, yeah, I saw you there, Stephanie, for a little bit. Half-Life at the Barrel, Party Punch at Kings Point. I was headed to Party Punch at Kings Point, and I got derailed on Saturday, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And I ended up staying the whole night, but that's just how it works sometimes. That's how it works. What do we got here? And that's a good word for it, Gina McCann. Home. It is home. The Bell and the Bear is like going home. In fact, it was almost so much home that night, I almost slept on the bed in Karis's office. I just wanted to spend the night. It was so much fun. And that's not because I was drunk. Somebody said, man, I saw you on those pictures. You got to cut back on drinking. Your face is all red. I had 2 drinks all night, people. I am not an alcoholic. Thank you. And those that know me know I am one and done everywhere I go most of the time. But yeah, people will suck whatever they can out of the internet and make it something negative. They will. Yes. What was it? Mob scene at Party Punch, wall to wall. That was the other reason I thought I'm not going to get there early enough to even get in to be able to see the band at that place. I can't believe they were in there in that tight, but cool stuff. It is. Hi, Brad. Abe's Lincoln in the house. Thank you so much. And Gina said Scott was not the drunk one. No. And, pictures sometimes, as they say, tell 1,000 words or whatever. But there's one particular picture that was taken. That it was all women and me in the little VIP area. And I captioned it. I put a little comment under it. And I said, man, I feel like a woman. These ladies were partying. And I was just there for the view. I was. Beautiful women. So much fun. Great stuff. What's up, Brandon? How are you, buddy? Good to have you with us today. Thank you for joining us on the program. He's a good dude, Mr. Brandon is. Absolutely, 100%. I got some pictures posted of him on the page, by the way, a couple. And Tammy, thank you. Bell and the Bear, so fun. So let's talk about Miss Jackie on New Year's Eve. Like I said, came out of the gate flaming and continued to flame the entire night on stage. Just song after song after song, genre after genre, blew the crowd away. Jackie has the Energizer Bunny energy like none other. She's an amazing performer and an amazing vocalist. The band oftentimes, gosh, how do I say this without it sounding bad? Oftentimes is back in the back, kind of out of the limelight because everybody's so focused on her great performance. But I will tell you that her husband Chase is a killer bass player and puts on, when he does that leg spread stance on the stage, which he's got like a 20-foot wingspan with his legs, and is up there on the stage playing. Everybody should be focused on him some as well. And then Zach on the guitar. Oh my God. Zach, just amazing. Amazing. Really somebody that everybody ought to take notice of in the music business locally, because he's a phenomenal guitarist, and the whole band, the drummers, it's all so good. And hi, Harlan Lee. Thank you so much for being with us today. But I've got Miss Jackie's set list. I want to go through her set list here on the show real quick as we're talking today about our weekend update, going back a week or so. Hi, Devin Douglas. Happy birthday to you, my dear. You looked marvelous in that wonderful, I don't know what to call it. I mean, it's a dress, but what do you call those poofy things on your shoulders besides like massive, fluffy shoulder pads? You make Dan look tiny there next to you. Those are some big shoulder pads. They are. Yes, Carla, I was living my best life. And Ed says the red paint on the walls of the Bell and the Bear provide a red color cut. Yes. Thank you so much. And many of those posts too were, people tag you in pictures. And I did learn something a long time ago. I do put on the thing where I have to accept the tag. And if I miss your tag sometime, don't get offended, because there's so many of them sometimes when we're out. And I'll miss one or two, or I'll get a gig from the Book of Face saying I've been tagged too many times and they think I'm spam and all that stuff. So like Bill Dankoff's videos, sometimes I'll like them, but I can't put them on my page because they get me for too many posts and all that in a day. So it's just the way the socials work sometimes. It is. Gina says the whole band is banging, high energy all night. It was incredible energy. Just the whole room was electrified. And the staff there at the Bell and the Bear, they're wonderful people. The crowd at the Bell and the Bear, great people. So many friends at the Bell. So many friends. And the sparkle pants that Miss Jackie pointed out were good. I'm going to go ahead and give her tagline that she did, because it was really funny. Chase, I think, said something about his pants, and he's wearing these sparkly pants on stage. And someone said, well, they were Miss Jackie's pants that he was wearing. And she said, well, that's twice he's gotten in my pants today. I thought that was kind of a funny line for a husband and wife on stage. And they do have a good time and cut up a lot like that. So really, really good stuff there at the Bell. So let's talk about Miss Jackie's set list here. Came out of the gates with the bell ringing and hit Raise Your Glass, 24 Karat Magic, You Drive Me Crazy, Toxic, Footloose. They just blew the roof off with an NWA Billy Squier mashup. Yes, I said that. NWA Billy Squier mashup. Heads Carolina. So look where they're at. They're all over the place. Before He Cheats, went into the country stuff for a minute. The Chain, some Fleetwood Mac. Dreams, Go Your Own Way. Flirting with Disaster. Who does Molly Hatchet today? I love it. Boys Are Back in Town. Money for Nothing. I Want My MTV. And Rock and Roll All Night and Party Every Day. How about that, people? That's just set number one. Let me get to a couple more comments. We'll do set number two here. And Gina says, sounds like something Timmy would say. Yeah, but he'd say it was in my pants or something. Timmy, he scares me sometimes, Gina. You tell him I said that. I love him. I do. I love him to death. Yes. Ed said, for the first time, I got to spend New Year's Eve with you. I love that, Ed, that she was there with you. You were still doing your work, but she was having a great time. Ed's wife is just a lovely human being and just wonderful. And it was a lot of fun. Steve says the three boys from Miss Jackie Band have a punk side band called Hindbrains. Good tunes if you dig punk rock. There you go. Well, we dig anything by those guys. Absolutely. Sorry, people. Well, I'm back to Ohio again. Yeah. Absolutely. What do we got here? Denny Cottle. Reference tagging people. I've been asking myself before I tag someone, would they think it's a cool picture of themselves? Yeah, I feel the same way. I put pictures up on my page that oftentimes people will message me and say, can you take it down? And I will immediately. If they didn't like it, if they don't like the way they look, whatever, I'm not here to offend. But I do take a lot of photos when I'm out doing that kind of stuff. It's fun. It's fun to take photos of your friends. And I did selfie warnings on my pictures from New Year's Eve because I had so many friends there, real true friends that I wanted to take a picture with them. You know, you never know. And you want to have a picture with people and that kind of stuff. Hi, Jill. Thank you so much for being here. Tammy said they rocked it. Didn't they, Tammy? I thought it was fantastic. It was a wonderful night. And Kara said, I could see Miss Jackie every weekend and not be bored. Yes. And they change it up so much. Yeah, Denny, Flirting with Disaster, man. Got to love that song. Got to love it. And Gina says it's normal. It is. It's normal. It is. All right, set number 2, Miss Jackie, Brick House, Hooked on a Feeling. You know, that song's old. That's old, much older than Miss Jackie, let me tell you. Come and Get Your Love. Listen to where they are here in their set list. Amazing. Truth Hurts. Shut Up and Dance. Gunpowder and Lead. Heart of Glass. Crazy on You. Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. Man, I Feel Like a Woman. I did that night. I was hanging with the women. Tipsy. You know, everybody getting tipsy. Have You Ever Seen the Rain? 9 to 5, Jolene, and The Devil Went Down to Georgia. He was looking for his soul to steal. So how about that one, folks? Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie. Just put your hands up and raise your hand if you love Miss Jackie, or hit that thumbs up button on the Facebook page, if you will. And let us know you love Miss Jackie for real. That was New Year's Eve. Thank you to Karis for putting on one hell of a party, her staff for preparing it and getting everything ready. I've got to give a huge shout out to one of the nicest guys I know at the Bell and the Bear, both, two nice guys, Stefan, the doorman, and Jeep, who is at the door in the evenings, and they're great ambassadors for the Bell and the Bear on any night besides New Year's Eve. And the New Year's Eve party, just simply off the chain. And then at the end, it was an all hands on deck to get the champagne out to everybody. I mean, there's so many people volunteered to help with that and get champagne to everyone in the room for the toast at midnight. And that's what a family's all about. That's what friends are for, as Dionne Warwick once said, I think. How about that, people? Awesome. Who's on here? Let's see. Amy from Rockstar. Thank you so much. And Dewey said, yes, love the pic of me and Karis with all the arms and legs. There were too many fingers and arms in that picture. That was our disclaimer on it. But yes, Karis looked like a smoke show that night, by the way. Oh, speaking of that, Karis is here. Hi, Smoke Show. Thanks. She and Kevin looked smashing. They did. So did everybody else. I got to give big shout outs to those who dressed very nicely that evening and then later undressed and switched outfits. Don't ask. That was classic. That was classic as well. And there's Gina talking about it too. Yes. And Amy loves Miss Jackie's stellar vocal. Yeah, so good. And, they were in Dayton, Michelle. They got cut short a little bit. They played Springfest in the Berg on the big stage there for us. We had that big one with Devin and everybody running that. And Miss Jackie did a killer job there. And hopefully we'll get her back up north a little further. You can catch her at Froggy's in Monroe. It's not too far down the road once in a while. She's kind of a frequent flyer at Froggy's. Carl got to see the Hanky Panks Friday. He says he's going to have to see Miss Jackie for my next show. Carl, fasten your seatbelt if you go see Miss Jackie. You think Arena Rock show's high energy? Wait till you see this girl. Yes, amazing. And Carla said the woman herself is worth watching. I think yes. Oh, she said the woman is watching. Talking about Karis, the smoke show. Yes, Karis is watching. Hi, Karis, if you're out there. Sometimes she pops in and pops out because her phone rings off the hook. She does. All right, so that was New Year's Eve. Again, a stellar evening. I wouldn't have wanted to be anywhere else in my life. It's so much fun. Had a really, really great time with everyone there. And thanks to all the friends who are so supportive of All Around Town Radio at the Bell and the Bear, too. That's wonderful. And what Karis and I do on Tuesdays, Hot Topic Tuesday, and any other of my programming throughout the week, they support so much. And it's great to walk in that bar and new people come in and they say, I'm here because I heard about it on your show and I wanted to come see what everybody's talking about. And then they say, I have a new home. And that just makes me feel really good that, and a lot of them that are from, Dayton area, some of them from Indiana, who come in there and they'll take the drive to go to the Bell and the Bear and do it. So good stuff. And yes, Brian caught the menus at receptions on New Year's Eve. There you go. Well, that's good too. Menu's always a party. They've been doing it a lot of years, like 40 or something. Crazy. All right, let's move on. Let's go to Friday night. Friday night and Saturday night. I made it to Mr. Burroughs Tavern in Springboro to catch the Hanky Panks on Friday night. Yes. Now, the Hanky Panks. These guys are fun. Any band that does a second set by all requests, they put out request slips in the audience, and they do their second set normally, sometimes into the third set if they have one. Doing requests has my respect. Because most bands have a set list. They know what they're going to play. They've rehearsed that a little bit. This is just off the cuff, fun, comedic. Some of it really good. I mean, not just comedy songs and all that, but some of it really good musicianship and vocally. Very good. And Brian is a great front man. Brian, and we have a standing joke because once he called me Steve Hall when I was out or something on the microphone, so I call him John instead of Brian. And we joke about that. But Kevin Cooper, fantastic band director, if there's a word for that, I guess. Leader of the band and the guy who kind of sets the tone on what they're going to do. Richard on bass. Gosh, I mean, it's so good. And the Hanky Panks are a favorite at Mr. Burroughs. They come north to play Mr. Burroughs Tavern. And yes, all requests. You said it, what I was thinking, but I'll say it. Big balls. It is. That is big balls. It is to do requests. And there's some that they obviously just, people throw the most obscure thing in there and, something that has like, 4 synthesizers in it to recreate the song. I don't think they try to pull that off, but they do a great job of playing the request. And Brian has a vocal range that's just amazing. I mean, we were sitting at a table in the back and some people were with us and they were like, wait a minute, is there a girl singing with him? No, it was him. And then the next thing you know, he's doing this bass bottom part. So, and Kevin's got a wonderful voice. Both guys that night struggling a little with the Ohio crud. I will say some of the songs they were having a little trouble with, but it comes with the territory. Everybody that was there though loved them and loved the Hanky Panks. When the Hanky Panks plays, or Eyes Up Here, which is a scaled down version of the Hanky Panks, plays on a Sunday there sometimes, it's always a packed house at Mr. Burroughs. Always a good time. I got a chance to sit with Heather from Heather's and Jerry, her husband. We had a good time back in the back of the room. And by the way, it is Heather's birthday today. If you didn't see it on our page, it's the Heather from Heather's birthday today. She's enjoying the beach today on her birthday. So shout out to my friend Heather and Jerry, and I hope they're having a wonderful vacation. She deserves every bit of it because she is one of the hardest working women you'll ever see. Good stuff. And Tammy says, yes, Brian does. And Kevin, yeah, they're funny guys. They're good guys. And they have a wonderful set list as well, which I don't have today on the show. But I just sat back and enjoyed the music. And I took a few pictures. They're on the page if you want to see them. They did have, though, some T-shirts on that I cracked up at. Because if you know the Hanky Panks, they do a horn section, which is them with their mouths, acting like they're making horn noises for songs with horn parts in them. So they had on T-shirts that said "Great Value" with the Walmart Great Value logo, horn band or something like that. The Great Value horn band. It was hilarious. There's pics on the page, so check that out if you will. And Bob said we tried that until someone requested Sarah McLachlan. Part of that looks like we play her. Yeah, that's a definitely a heavy rock song there, Bob. That's in the 80s realm of what they want you to make everybody cry and think of like a ASPCA commercial or something. Unbelievable. Yeah, some people just, when you say request, they put in the most obscure song to, yes, In the Arms of an Angel. You should have done a death metal version of that. Yes. Because Kathy Laverde and I, some night at the Jam, we're going to indulge enough that Kathy Laverde and I are going to sing a death metal version of I Got You, Babe by Sonny and Cher. Better have your cell phones out. It's a one and done for us. We're going to do it. We are. It'll be fun. All right, I got to keep rolling. Thank you to the Hanky Panks. Thank you to Mr. Burroughs Tavern. Kayla that night was our server. Wonderful, wonderful girl. Lady, I should say. Wonderful. And we had a great time. So Hanky Panks, always a good time there. Let's move on, though, to Saturday night at Mr. Burroughs Tavern. I had full intentions of being 3 different places that night. I was going to swing into Mr. Burroughs. I was going to swing in. Hang on, I got to say something to my love, Karis here. Thank you, dear. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Join us tomorrow, guys. If you have a hot topic for tomorrow that's just burning a hole in your you-know-what, send it to us, and we might talk about it tomorrow. Because, frankly, we've run out of hot topics many days, other than somebody that pissed us off. So that is always, we're always looking. Thanks, Karis. Have fun at game night at the Bell and the Bear tonight. She hosts that, by the way, if you ever want to go in there on a Monday. Yes. Is their party? I Got You, Babe. Yes, I Got You, Babe. It'll be fun. Yes, Kathy and I are planning it. Neither one of us can sing. Both of us will admit it, and it's going to be wonderful. Yes. Thank you, Ed Sawicki. Thank you so much. So, like I said, going 3 different places. I was going to Burroughs. I was going to see Party Punch at Kings Point Pub, and then I was going to shoot over to the Phone Booth Lounge and catch the end of Suburban Riot. I was so wrapped up in Shuffle at Mr. Burroughs, I never left. I'm sorry to the other 2 bands. I really love them. I really wanted to get out and see them, but let's just talk about Shuffle for a minute. These folks drove an hour and a half to get to Burroughs to play. Okay, so it's not your around the corner local band. What a great show. I've got to say that the crowd there, and I know a lot of people at Burroughs since it's in my backyard, and many of them commented to me, where has this band been? We don't know about them. We haven't seen them. Tessa, great performer, blew the roof off of the place. But the band is so vocally deep and so interchangeable. They're switching instruments. It's a moving circus tent show, man. It gets crazy. And their variety of music, I'm going to give you their set list in just a second. And you're gonna like this, okay? I think you're going to like it because of where they are musically and the appeal they have to all audiences that may stumble into the room, so to speak. So Shuffle, big band, 5-piece, am I right? Mm-hmm. 5-piece. I think I'm right. Yeah. John Esper was there. I've got to give him a shout out. He was there checking him out. I got a picture of John wearing he went out to the car and got his All Around Town shirt and put it on. Thank you, John, for that. So I got a picture of him sitting with his back to me, showing the logo there and all that stuff. So let's talk about their set list. First of all, did I mention the vocals are great? And not just Tessa's either. Vocals are great. Tessa, if you're out there, would you drop the names of your band members in the comments if you're on with us? If you're not driving or something, drop us a comment about that. I'd love to hear from you. Very importante to mention these guys. fantastic. Her husband plays in the band too. But set number 1, Santa Monica, Black Horse and a Cherry Tree. All right, 3 a.m., Shut Up and Dance, Little Foo Fighters, My Hero, Gunpowder and Lead, Fast as You. Stacy's Mom has got it going on. Yes, she does. Fancy. Yes. Paralyzer. Redneck Woman. The Anthem. That Good Charlotte? Yes, Good Charlotte. I Hate Myself. Rocky Mountain Way. Semi-Charmed Life. She Had Me at Heads, Carolina. They throw that one in there. When Will I Be Loved? An awesome version of Purple Rain, by the way. And just as my friend Scotty Collins walked in, who has this long gray beard, came LaGrange. He thought they played it for him. It was on the set list, Scotty. Don't get a big head. And how about Bust a Move? Bust a Move. Yes. Scott Bennett says Scott Hundley of Shuffle, great player and great singer. Here's Tessa with my notes that I should have messaged her today and got this. Jamie Ellis on bass, which happens to be related to Tessa. Scott Hundley, rhythm guitar, vocals. Ethan Adams, drummer. Ethan's a showman on the drum kit, by the way. Jared Parker, lead guitar and vocals. And of course, Miss Tessa, the absolute front of house smoke show up there, dancing and having fun, doing her thing through the whole show. So Scott Hundley's on here too. Thank you for that. There's another one. But thank you guys for the shout out of who's in your band. Can I just say I'd love to see more of you up in the Dayton area and the Cincinnati market. I know you play sometimes, but we'd love to see a lot of you. And hopefully this summer we're going to see you, because you're wonderful, wonderful players. Let me go. Bust a Move, by the way. They were busting a move on stage, and then the band takes a break, but they don't take a break. On comes this playlist, and the next thing you know, they're line dancing with the audience out there in the crowd and just having a great time. It was a party from start to finish. I've got to say, I am so glad I went to see this band. Let's talk about set number 2 from Shuffle. Kickstart My Heart. Paris. Rebel Yell. Gives You Hell. Gonna Dance with Somebody. Uptown Funk. The Middle. Jimmy Eats World in there. Baby Got Back. They Drink, I Drive. Song 2, little blur. Slide. Slide. Shook Me All Night Long. My Own Worst Enemy. A little outfield with Your Love. Beer Never Broke My Heart. All the Small Things. Everlong. What's Up? Man in the Box. And Just Lose It. How about that, people? How about that? And yes, Carl, I was amazed too that they didn't just like shuffle outside. Shuffle through that end, didn't I? Outside on the break, or went just sat at a table or something to take a break. No, they're out line dancing with the crowd. It was really cool. And Tessa says Ethan Adams on those drums. Yeah. There's a video that used to circulate that was like with the wild drummer behind this band that was real subdued and they're playing and all that. And there's this guy back there just going crazy and playing. I thought of him when I saw him back there because, man, he was beating on that drum kit. And he's got an electronic drum kit as well, which it had powerhouse sound to it. Sometimes the electronic kits don't do it for me, but this one did. I mean, it was, when I walked in, it was thumping me in the chest. So good stuff all the way around. And what's he say? Jamie rapping Baby Got Back. Yes. Yeah, he has a 24-inch waist. He is a bit slender, isn't he, Brad? Let's bring that up. Let's do that. I agree. And wonderful set list. It is. And Carla says, damn, they covered so many songs. They did. Steve, put that on your list. It is, buddy. There's your next band to go see. Because Shuffle, man, they're the real deal. And they travel a long way. And I can imagine where they're from. I don't know much about the market where they're from for music, but they got to be the top dog. I mean, they've got to be right up there on the top of the list, that when they play locally, everybody wants to go see them, because I just can't imagine they're not. And they can come into the area, and I don't use the word competition ever, an area that's saturated with music, and still be a front contender for everybody. So wonderful, wonderful time at Mr. Burroughs Tavern. Staff always nice, and always a friendly face there, and always fun. They do occasionally share my photos from Haul Around Town Radio on their page, and they tag us a lot on Haul Around Town Radio because we do a lot of work with them still. I used to do trivia there, and I do not anymore, but they have a wonderful trivia night on Tuesdays and all that still. And really good. It is. And Tessa says it's not traveling for us. We're used to driving an hour to the grocery. Well, if you didn't live in that place where the hills have eyes, honey, you'd be all right. No, if I could move off the grid a little bit, I think I would too. I would like that. I got to get this off the screen. There we go. Anybody have anything else today? Anybody else you saw over the weekend besides who you might have posted on our page? You want to give a big shout out to? You got about 1 minute to throw it in the comments here, if you will. I want to remind you of our programming this week, Hot Topic Tuesday, coming your way tomorrow with the lovely Karis and the guy that's got a face for radio. That's me. And then on Wednesday, we have Wednesday with the band. We're also launching in this month our one-on-one Wednesdays. We are scheduling those as we speak. If you haven't gotten a message yet and you message us about that, you will get one today or tomorrow, I promise. I'm working on those, and when I send one out, I have to wait for an answer before I can send open dates out to anybody else. If anybody's technologically advanced, maybe I can just post some kind of calendar people can log into and put their date on it, and then they could see if it's full or not. That might help. I'm sure it's out there. I just don't know how to do it through the Facebook page. I know it's out there. Yes, Tessa, love you guys. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. It was some of the fun we were having too with the safe words conversations was very fun. It was. Gina said we saw Kat Campbell and the $2 Pisters at Wiedeman's on Friday. Man, busy girl, Gina McCann. And I love that other musicians are out supporting other musicians. Can I just say that? For those that only play their gigs and never go see anybody else, poo on you. Poo on you. Poo on you. Hey, we're out of here. It's 2026, everybody. It's going to be a great year for live music. Let's keep these venues rolling by getting out and supporting live local music and the bands and venues that bring it to you. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Scott, your host. I'll be back tomorrow at 5. Join me then. Bye-bye. Hold on. Shameless plug. Bob Klein, Rock House, The Bell and the Bear, March 21st. We have a lot of bands that'll be new at The Bell and the Bear this year. Come see them. Our friends Uncle Rico at the end of the month. Watch for that one. They're from Dayton. You're going to want to see them if you're in Cincinnati. They're a great band. A lot of fun. Yes, sirree. He can hula hoop in a Cheerio. Oh, my. This is getting skinny. It is. Amy said they played Bleachers New Year's Eve. Great atmosphere. Debuted at the Monkey Bar Saturday, and it was awesome. I'm glad you got to play there. Had a few band friends join you. Thank you, Amy. Rockstar in the house. If you get a chance, check them out, too. The lovely vocals of Amy and the rest of the band. They're a show in themselves. Great time. So check it out. Steve, thank you so much for being here. Guys, we got to cut out. Have a great day. Get out and support live local music and the bands and venues that bring it to you. See you tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Hot Topic Tuesday. Come see how many F-bombs Karis drops. I just keep adding the drinks at the Bell. I'll never pay for another Jameson. Ever. Yes, it's a swear jar, but it's full of Jameson for me. Every time she says the F word, I get a drink. I do.
Working for the weekend, then I want to see a show.
Thank you, Carla. It was great to see my parents yesterday. I don't get to do that enough. Yes.
Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community with great advice. I know who I should go see.
Hey, everybody, don't forget the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers. That would be me today, and don't necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities they may represent.
Go for the latest